Coming up today on Homemade Live. Let's go big with the cheese.
My whole family will be joining me, and together we're celebrating family feasts.
We are making a lasagna. I don't even know if it's possible.
TV legend Kathie Lee Gifford is also in the house.
Why am I talking like Marilyn Monroe? I mean,
She'll show me how to make her famous sweet potato soufflé.
This is so trippy having you cook.
but it makes for great TV.
It's all coming up right now.
On Homemade Live.
How can this not be good?
Hey, I'm Joel, a dad, husband, and sustainable chef in Seattle, Washington. I believe the best ingredient on earth isn't what's on the plate, it's actually what's around the plate. The people, the places, the stories. That's what inspired Homemade Live. Each week we go live from our kitchen in front of a studio audience with famous friends. We share food memories and recreate them on the spot. Welcome to Homemade Live.
Funding for Homemade Live is made possible by
The American Diabetes Association has been here for more than 80 years.
But we don't want to exist.
We don't want diabetes to overtake us.
To rob us.
To break us.
So we're standing tall.
Rallying for affordable care.
Lifting up people in need.
And seeking a cure through research.
So we can help end diabetes for good.
Someday you won't need us.
Until then,
we fight.
Caloric Vivid Air Fryer, proud sponsor of Homemade Live. Full color screen, 12 food categories, 202 presets, 4 languages.
What is up? What is up? Welcome to Homemade Live. We believe the best memories on planet Earth always have some food next to it, always. And today is no different. Today's episode is all about family feasts. And I love a family gathering. I love it. I've got family in the house today. I've got my mom right here. Give it up for KG. I'm gonna scooch over here, and I got my wife, my aunt, and my nanny, my grandma. Give it up for them. Now, there is a dark side to family feasts. Let's just be real. It's when you start, there's also a lot of awkwardness. I love it. But it's when you start cooking for family feasts where you start to kind of feel it, because you're kind of the conductor. I kind of feel like a politician when you're cooking for a family gathering. Everyone's lobbying for hey, put a little, can you make those rolls, right? And someone else is like, what about that side dish? And you're just getting pulled in a million different directions. You want to make everyone happy. Am I right, Mom?
Totally.
Is that how you felt?
Totally, 100%.
Yeah, was I like that? Did I pull you in?
Yeah.
Okay.
You really did.
Well, I'm paying it forward, and I remember my sister, Shauna, is, oh my God, the worst. She had so many opinions. One time I made this lasagna, gorgeous lasagna, plopped it in front of the family table, and you thought, everyone's gonna be thrilled with this. Of course she was upset. She didn't get a corner crispy piece, right? That was the problem. And I get that. When you have a lasagna, you kind of do want the corner. That is the best part, right? So I set out on a mission. And for today's recipe, we are making a lasagna. I don't even know if it's possible, with 0 middle pieces. Say it with me. No middle pieces. No middle pieces. No middle pieces. I love it. I love it. So our first bite is called Crispy Lasagna. Let's get into it. All right. This is crazy. This is like alien lasagna. You're gonna love this. So I have a pasta sheet here. Now, you can do fresh pasta, which is what we have. You can buy this at a lot of grocery stores nowadays. Or you can go buy the dried lasagna sheets and then cook them. Either way, you wanna cook it so it's all the way through, and you sit it flat on your board like this. Then you wanna find some nice schmear. What's a schmear? No one knows what a schmear is? Where am I? The spread, yeah, something to spread, right? So We made a little cheese sauce here, but you can use ricotta, mascarpone cheese, and you kind of just spread this everywhere, right? You just kind of, nice even layer, don't have to like, totally cake it on there. Just kind of all the way to the sides here, and leave a little edge, kind of like a pizza, almost like there's a crust, right? Isn't this so crazy? This is like so not lasagna. I love it. This would make Shauna very happy. Yes, yes. And then on top of this, we have just a little bit of spinach. Anything green, fresh herbs would be really nice, but you just kind of sprinkle this from up high into the middle here. I would already eat this. I would face plant into this. Yeah, that looks great. And then 2 cheeses. I almost always do the same 2 cheeses. I do mozzarella for the pull. We all love that pull. So, and let's go big with the cheese. I'm not gonna stop until you stop clapping, so clap right now. More? More? Okay, more. I'm done. All right, and then Parmesan, same rule. I'm not stopping until you stop. I always feel like a crazy guy with Parmesan, yeah. Okay, that's it. I love it. All right, so then we have this like disaster, and what you do is you kind of want to roll it, and this is where it gets a little bit tricky, kind of like sushi, but you kind of fold the side over, like that, and then you kind of tuck that over, and you tuck that over, and you tuck that over, until you make this kind of gnarly pasta burrito. Do you guys see this?
Amazing.
Are you guys into this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, okay. So then you kind of, it does look like a burrito. And then you kind of wrap this up, you hold it like a little baby, a little pasta burrito baby. And if you tried to cut this like this, not gonna happen, right? So you put it in the fridge. I've got one right down here. I've got a couple right down here, right? And this kind of sets up, right? So we have kind of already kind of cold, set pasta burritos. I don't know, that's a new chain we're all gonna start, pasta burrito. And then find your favorite red sauce. This could be store-bought, this could be homemade. Just kind of put it right there, right? And then you kind of wanna just unwrap these puppies. Look how they kind of hold together like that. Isn't that nuts? So this is, I mean, I don't know, it is one of those things where it's like, when you start cooking, you kind of feel like you have to please everyone. Do you feel like that, Mom?
All the time.
All the time. But I kind of took over-ish.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so you unroll these guys, and then you cut them into like 3. And I'll show you what it looks like on the inside, but look at this.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Isn't this amazing? It's like a lasagna roll-up. So then you just kind of tuck them into bed, right? Just tuck them in, right? So you just kind of put them in there wherever you want, just kind of nestle them up against each other. I know, this is so different. This looks great. All right, and then top it with a little bit more. Yeah, oh yeah. And then some ricotta. This is a cheese fest. I mean, it's a lasagna. Let's get some cheese going, right? So you just want to kind of dot this everywhere. It is all over me, and wearing white today was the biggest genius move of my life. And then you just want to douse the whole thing in olive oil. This is going to make it insanely crispy, delicious. You pop this in the oven, you take it out, and I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. It's going to be mind-blowing for you guys, but let me see. We can all do the chant again. No more middles. Right? Put that down, a little bit of fresh basil over the top. Just kind of rip it, tear it. I want a little bit more fresh olive oil. I can't get enough of this. And there you have it. No more middle pieces. No more middle pieces. That is a little story from me. We love to hear your homemade stories, so check this out.
Hey Joel, my name is Becky and I'm from New Jersey by way of Tennessee, and I'm gonna tell you about my chicken pot pie recipe. Now, it doesn't come from my mom or my grandmother. It comes from my big sister. And when she sent me the recipe, all she sent me was a list of ingredients. So I called her and I said, how much chicken stock goes in the gravy? Because the gravy is what makes it so good. And she said, you just measure with your heart. So now when people ask for the recipe, I warn them, I'm only giving you ingredients. You have to measure with your heart. Oh my God, so good.
I'm a disaster. I wore white when making lasagna. So I'm a little saucy today, but it's perfect because so is our guest. She is a TV legend, writer, producer, singer, all around just amazing woman. She just came out with a new book. Give it up for Kathie Lee Gifford. My God, look. Oh, buddy. Thank you for doing this. Wait, what am I feeling on the back of this shirt? What's on the back of this right
What
now?
is this? What is this?
This
is who I am now.
World's best bubby?
No, booby.
Bubby! Bubby! Excuse me. I'm a good Jewish boy.
No,
you know
you're
that.
not. You gotta check your ancestry.
Wait, so you're a grandma now?
I'm a grandma, and I have another one coming in.
You're a hot grandma. I'm into this. She's a good-looking grandma.
I'm a hot booby, but
yes.
But it's hot.
Yeah. Take it off. Okay, take it off. I love it.
We're gonna cook something, and I don't want to get my jacket.
Yeah. So wait, you have.
Why am I talking like?
Because you're in front of me.
Marilyn Monroe. I'm channeling her.
I love it.
How are you doing here?
I'm doing amazing. Usually, it's the other way around. Actually,
yes, this is first time.
Kathie, she was my very first time on the Today Show. Was with you.
You were a virgin.
I was a virgin. It was amazing, and there's been countless with me, you and Hoda.
Yes.
Which you call Hody, which is so cute.
Hoda Mama now.
And literally, there's been disasters on live TV with me and Kathie. I mean, no joke. Hoda one time.
But it makes for great TV.
It really, which you always have done. That's why I feel like you're perfect for the family episode because you're part of all of our family.
You know, I take nothing for granted. Everything in our life is changing constantly, right?
Yes.
I can't. Oh, hi, sweetheart. You're going to like what we're going to make.
Oh, you're totally going to.
Anyway, the one thing that doesn't change is God's love for us.
Absolutely.
And so I celebrate. I just celebrate everything He gives me.
Well, our love for you has not changed. Now, I know cooking is not necessarily like your thing, but once a year it is, right?
Yes.
So what is that? When is that?
That's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
because my mom, who could not boil water when she met my daddy at 19 and married him, turned into one of those people that just can go in the refrigerator and say, yeah, we got that. She'd sniff it to see if it was still good. And she'd make something that was unbelievably delicious.
Some people have that. Even as a chef, I don't think I have that. My mom has that, but I know what you mean.
Karen.
Yeah. Yes. Damn, you're good.
Just
that was impressive. I know that you always try and get something on the table, and this is your dish, right?
Well, it's interesting. I was married briefly to a Seattle guy.
No way.
And I loved his mother and father. They were wonderful. That marriage did not work out, but the one great thing I got out of it was this recipe we're going to make for you.
That's enough. So, for our next bite, we're going to make Kathie Lee's Sweet Potato Soufflé. So let's get into this.
Yeah.
So what's step one? We've got some sweet potatoes here?
You get your sweet potatoes. Some people call them yams.
Yeah.
Why would you call them yams if you can call them sweet potatoes?
You think yams don't sound as appetizing?
Not to me.
Okay.
But I am what I am. That's Popeye. You know, this is.
I die for her.
Okay.
I die. All right.
Did you like yams or sweet potatoes? Huh?
Ish.
Some are good.
Some are good. Yeah.
It depends who makes them.
Well, you know what? He's enlightened.
Put all the sweet potatoes in the mixer.
Yes.
And then we just kind of like.
I put the splash. You don't want this to taste fruity.
Okay.
Of orange juice.
Really?
Just a splash of orange juice, just enough to give it a little tang.
It gives it a little. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Uh-huh.
This is so trippy having you cook and me on the host side of things. This is so tripping me out. I can't even handle it.
Is it surreal?
I love it. Okay, that smells amazing.
But you're going at a different. See, I put the eggs in.
Yeah. So what do you
put
do?
everything in at the same time.
Oh.
It's like yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Let's do that. I hear you're a great egg cracker.
Easily. So I always crack in a separate bowl. That's huge because if you crack right in there,
It goes
bad
right in
egg. You know, it could mess up the whole thing. By the way,
Okay,
for
so
the
you don't
sweet.
do the fancy thing that boom and that pops
Oh, I didn't know
out.
you want. Of course, I could do the fancy thing. I can do it backwards if you want. All right, so those are in.
Yeah.
And what else goes in?
The butter we save for later.
Okay. A little bit of spice.
No, you could. This is cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Where's the vanilla? It has vanilla with it too.
There is vanilla somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a little vanilla right here.
Okay. So we got
A dash of that.
Yeah.
So you kind of want to make this sweet. This is like it's not desserty.
No, I'm not a sweet person. I'm a nice person, but I'm not sweet. I like a tangy and I like a little salty. So that's all the main stuff.
And then a little salt. We haven't done salt yet.
Yeah, just a
like
yeah,
that.
pinch.
Okay. And then down, and then we just mash it up. This is really a great trick, you guys at home, when you're making mashed potatoes or anything like that. Use your stand mixer. You don't have to mash it. It will do it for you. This is the paddle attachment.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna give you this bowl. Now, I was talking earlier in the show about like, we have a lot of picky eaters. Are your kids, your family like that?
Everybody's glucose intolerant. I mean, enough. Then go to somebody else's house. I'm sorry. This is what I make. If you don't like it, stop at Arby's before you get there and get what you want. I'm gonna make you a delicious...
Kathie Lee's Kitchen's closed. I love it.
Make you...
I die. I love it.
It's not that I don't have, empathy, but not today.
The one day she's cooking, there's no empathy, people. There is no empathy.
They know what they're getting when they get there.
All right, so you kind of slop all that in there.
I slop it. I like sloppy.
I love it. All right, so you do that.
I like my food like my men.
We'd get along well.
All right, so you just whatever you're making it.
Yeah.
Usually I overcook, not the actual food.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I make way more than we need. First of all, I think that at Thanksgiving we should be so unbelievably grateful.
Yes.
My daddy always brought somebody home, complete stranger.
No way.
My mom knew they would set a place at the table for whoever daddy might bring home, because he worked up until the time we would have dinner. He would see people on the side of the road, or broken down, or alone.
No way.
And he would, because he was the most loving, godly man, he'd say, "Do you need a place to go?" You grow up watching your parents model that kind of love and that kind of service to their fellow man and woman, and it's a beautiful thing.
I'll take this.
Okay,
That's
this
good.
is enough.
Yeah. So first of all, that's amazing.
Want to eat the spoon?
No, I will lick it. I will lick it all day.
Eat it, like actually eat.
No.
All right, so we top this with pecans, yeah?
You can make it with walnuts, you can make it with anything else,
Yeah.
this is what we make it with.
By the way, I think a lot of people at home would think like a souffle is like that dessert thing. This is not a dessert thing.
This is so anyway,
You
you
just
make
kinda
a
go
beautiful,
around,
you make a pattern,
Yep.
and you keep going until,
Yep.
and don't be sloppy
Here's a
with.
little. No. Brown sugar, yeah? So this
Brown
is
sugar, just
all
cover
of this?
all of it.
Okay.
All of it.
Ooh, I love
It's
the way-
Thanksgiving. We're not counting calories today.
I love your style, girl. Mm-hmm. All right, and then?
Just mix it nice and flat. You've got the whole thing done.
Yeah.
And then you take butter.
I'm into this. I'm really into
And
this.
you just spread it. I use a ton more butter than
Yes.
Uh-huh. And then
Here.
you bake it.
We'll go more.
Yeah,
You want to go more?
You go it.
Brown it? All of it? All right. How can this not be good? All right, so let me show you what this, tell me if this looks right.
It's in that little oven thing. It's over here
it's
now.
in the oven. You already put it in here. I love it. I actually do love a little tabletop oven like this, especially around the holidays, because usually you have no oven space. So it's nice to kind of have an extra one.
Show them what you did with it, though. You made it so pretty.
Check this out.
Yeah.
He's in. He's in. This looks incredible.
It's so
Can I try? You want to try?
Yeah, no, I know what it tastes like.
Okay, all right, I'll give it a try. Do you do this with a spoon or a fork?
I do it with a fork.
Okay, well, it's happening with a spoon. Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
That is delicious.
It really is, because it's not too
No, it's
sweet.
light.
It's light.
You think it's going to be sweet and desserty? Not at all.
Yeah.
I would eat this and it would
I
actually
don't make
complement turkey.
This complements the turkey and the stuffing that my mother always made, the sausage and sage. Stop
So
it.
good.
Stop
so
it,
good.
Joel.
All right, put it down. Give it up for that. Now, I want to make sure you've written how many books now?
I've lost track, truly. I think it's 28.
28 books? I don't think I've ever read 28 books. That's insane.
I didn't say I read them. I said I wrote them. I wrote a movie called The Way.
Okay.
And this is the companion book to the movie. It tells the story of the Bible from creation all the way to when Jesus said,
that's cool.
get in the boat and go to the other side. That's the companion book.
That's really, really cool. Okay, so we can find that on your website.
Yep.
I love that. All right. So real quick, always here in Homemade, we like to just take a minute and ask a couple of questions. Are you ready for this? I don't know where it's going to go with. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. First, weirdest thing you've ever eaten in your life?
Weirdest thing. I would say I was doing a series with David Frost. Remember him? A Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah.
And there was a man named Monsieur Je Mange Tout, and he was which means man who eats a lot. And he was like about this tall, but he ate like jet planes and stuff like that. He had a double lining in his stomach.
Wait, he ate the plane?
He ate a plane.
Okay, all right.
I don't think you should judge.
Okay, I'm not.
Okay, so anyway,
take a
on
bite
this
of that
particular
plane?
day,
Yeah.
we're in France, and the man was trying to break the Guinness World's record for the most snails, escargot.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talk about butter. I mean, the man was he was in a vat of butter with snail juice all over him. I had to try one.
Nothing says I want to try something like being doused in snail juice. Yeah, that is amazing.
I have lived a very interesting life.
we know. All right, next up. You ready? Close your eyes for a second. Best meal of your life.
My mother's Thanksgiving dinner to this day.
That's home.
That's home.
That's just home.
That's home, and that's where I live, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did Frank ever cook with you?
Actually, Frank was not a great cook. He was a great griller.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a lot of us guys. We
Yeah,
love
no,
the
he'd
outside,
get all the stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, that's right, I'm a giant." He'd go out there.
We feel good out there. We
but he
feel
could
good.
make a beautiful salmon on the grill, or he was.
Some people have it.
Yeah.
All right, last question. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
Wait, you answered that way too fast. Yeah.
It's got bread on it. You put mustard on it. How's it different from a turkey sandwich?
I'm in. All right, I'm going to switch with you over here. I love it. Well, we like.
What do you call it?
I call it a hot dog.
We don't argue with kids on this show, Kathie Lee. I love it. We don't argue with kids. We like to end every episode of Homemade Live with just a little bit of a toast. Are you a sangria lover?
It depends.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get into it.
Yeah, I wish we'd started this way.
Well, this is really
It's
easy.
your show, so
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, here's a little white wine.
No,
Pour
it's,
it right.
it's Riesling.
Oh, yeah. Well, you don't have to use Riesling. Anything dry, pour it right in here.
Oh, here, we're making this.
Yeah.
Old habits die hard.
Yeah.
Oh, the whole bottle?
The whole bottle.
Okay.
And I do like a little 0-calorie, sugar substitute. This is nice because it just kind of brightens the whole thing. You could just go with like a teaspoon.
Okay.
Of this. Otherwise, it's so much sugar. So this is
Yeah,
nice.
we don't. Yeah.
Just a little bit, and then you just load it up with flavor. So you can put cucumber.
You
wanna
got
do this for
yeah,
me?
sure.
This is beautiful. I think this is really nice.
I think we're extremely compatible. We haven't had a fight yet.
I love it. So I'm gonna put some strawberries, and then you just kind of.
Yeah, but you're gonna put that part of it in?
Yeah, stick it all in there.
No.
No, you're not into that?
That thing?
Yes.
No.
I'm a scrappy guy. Yeah.
I'm sloppy, but I'm not gross.
I love it. And then
Lots of lemon and lime.
lots of lemon, and then you just kind of stir it up.
Yeah.
You really want to mash it. And then the longer you can let this sit, the better.
I call it fermenting.
Okay, fair. Yeah. And then you pour this in.
Well,
and
he didn't wait long.
I love it. Kathie Lee, I'm so grateful that you did the family episode because, again, you feel like family. Doesn't she feel like family? Like,
Thank you, everybody. I feel
you're
like
a gem. You're amazing. Cheers to Kathie Lee. Cheers to you guys, my own family sitting right here, my wife. Cheers to you guys at home. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
Oh, God bless you all. Shalom, shalom.
You are the best.
Oh, honey, thank you.
I love you. I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God.
See if you like this.
Yeah, it'll be too sweet.
Mama likes it.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God.
Give it to the kid. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Kathie Lee, guys.
Hi Joe, I'm Kara and this is Winnie and we live in Brooklyn. What we love to make in our family is hot chocolate. So for the kids we like to do a little hot chocolate bar, but I'll show you how we make it. Ready? Just hot milk, put in some chocolate. There you go, let it sit for a second. And whisk it up. Alright, it gets a little thicker. Like that. We use a little agave or maple syrup just to make it a little sweeter. And we put on some marshmallows, a little shaved chocolate. Wiley loves hot chocolate too, right? Even our neighbors like to come over for hot chocolate. Our family loves hot chocolate and our friends. Thanks, Joel.
To check out all the recipes we made today and more, visit us at homemade.live. You'll find our free cooking class schedule where you can cook with me live in real time. I'll see you in the kitchen.
Funding for Homemade Live is made possible by
the American Diabetes Association has been here for more than 80 years.
But we don't want to exist.
We don't want diabetes to overtake us.
To rob us.
To break us.
So we're standing tall.
Rallying for affordable care.
Lifting up people in need.
And seeking a cure through research.
So we can help end diabetes for good.
Someday you won't need us.
Until then,
we fight.
Caloric Vivid Air Fryer, proud sponsor of Homemade Live. Full color screen, 12 food categories, 202 presets, 4 languages.
Kathie Lee, guys. Awesome. You guys rock.